Hello, folks. Hope you are doing well. In this session, we are going to learn how to summarize categorical data. When it comes to categorical data, you can do hardly anything when it comes to some kind of statistical analysis. At max, what you can do is find the frequency or the count. So let's see how to handle such data and do what at the most we can do. So I have been given some data of 2008 and 2009 incoming MBA classes of Kelley School of Business at Indiana University, and the names have been omitted for the obvious reasons, that is confidentiality. Now, the file indicates the gender and nationality of the MBA incoming class in two successive years at Kelley School of Business at Indiana University. Now, what am I expected to do? I've got two tasks to accomplish. One is for each year, create a table of counts of gender and nationality. Now, create columns, charts of these counts. That's fine, we can do it. Do they indicate any noticeable change in the composition of two classes? Fine, we can do that, right? So let's see, go ahead and do the same with your data for 2008. Okay, I prepared some. This is the data. These are the student numbers, gender, nationality. Now I have prepared a small table for count as well as percentage. Let's see what can we do. I need to get the counts of males and the females. Same way for nationality. Okay, there are a lot of nationalities. We can just get into it and see how to go ahead with that. Now let's see. Let's first do with gender. Now let's get the count of males. The basic humble function of COUNTIF can be used to get the count. Okay. So these two variables, gender and nationality, are categorical variables. And I told you in the prelude to this session that at the most, what we can do is just find the frequency or just find the count, nothing more. Okay. So let's go ahead, count if. Fine. So this is the range. I need two arguments to go inside this. So one is the range and the second is criteria. Range is the data array. Now this is the data range for my gender. Now I have selected my data. Fine. Now just see, my data is selected, but I want the entire sheet or whatever calculations I do with respect to gender now, they need to be automated, right? That is to say, when I drag them, the value should not change, or I should be able to fill my Excel sheet just by dragging. I don't need to enter the function at every cell. So what you need to do is freeze your range. Okay, how can you do that? Just simply hit F4. So you can see these dollar signs appear, which indicate that the range has been frozen. The rows as well as the columns have been frozen. So you can easily drag in order to find further calculations in other cells. Now, the second argument in this, that is criteria. Now, the criteria is, see, I have to count. So count if, okay, count if within the range, if it fulfills a certain criteria. Okay, and what is that criteria? So in this range, count if I find M, that is male. Okay, just select this. So close your parenthesis, hit enter. So I get to know that the count of males in my data is 167. So simple, I simply drag this. I get the females as well. Okay, that is I have 60 females. Okay, I can total it up. Okay, it's not required, but simply just to make it a complete thing, I'm just summing it up. So this makes 227. Okay, so total number of applicants were 227. If I want to find the percentage, let us find the percentage as well. Okay, equals this. Okay, the count of males divided by the total. That's fair enough. But again, this total, okay, it will remain constant for either male or female. So when I drag it, it shouldn't get disturbed. So I'm freezing the total. I hit enter. So it gives me 74%. I drag it. Fine. So the number of applicants, 74 were male and 26 were female. So this makes the count of my table for the gender. Now, as asked, or as there is a requirement in the question which asks me to build a column chart as well. So I select my data. This is quite simple. Go to insert, select the chart that you wish, and bang, I have my chart. Okay, so which gives you a visual representation of the same thing. Great. Now come to nationality. Okay, now I see I have various nationality: USA, India, USA, India. Okay, then Thailand. So I want to know exactly how many nationalities are there. So I've just applied filters just to see how many nationalities are there. So in total, I can see there are quite a number of nationalities: Austria, Brazil, Canada, China, Croatia, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, India, Italy. And this way, if I see, I find there are some around 19 odd nationalities. Okay, so that would be difficult to keep scrolling down your data and trying to write them manually. So you could have done that. For instance, let us say I want to know the count of students from USA, India. Okay, then I have Thailand, which is visible in my screen right now without scrolling. Okay, so for instance, these are the just nationalities which I could see in the screen right now without scrolling. So if I want to find the count in the same manner, I can simply do the same thing. Okay, count if, open your parenthesis, select your range. Fine, just freeze your range, apply your criteria. Okay, what is my criteria? First, I need to find the count of students from USA. So just close your parenthesis, hit enter. So I get to know there are people, 128 students from USA. Just drag it. Okay, you get the value. Now, is it that simple? Because keep on scrolling the data and try to figure out how many nationalities, that probably might be difficult. Okay, so here I'm going to introduce a better and a more sophisticated option, that is what is pivot tables. So let us do it that way. Insert, I go to pivot tables. Okay, I create a new worksheet. Okay, now this is the worksheet. Okay, now in this worksheet I made a small error. That is, I did not select my data. Okay, so I'll delete this sheet. We'll go back to the data once again and we'll try to do the thing. Okay, what you are expected to do is just click somewhere in your data. Okay, click somewhere in your data and insert pivot table. Okay, now just see your data gets selected over here and you say, okay, a new worksheet comes up with the field list. Okay, now you have student, gender, nationality. These were the three columns that I had. Okay, now for instance, let us say I need student, let us say I just want to know the count of nationality. Okay, what you simply got to do, select nationality, drag it and drop into values. Okay, so total count of nationality I get as 227. That's fine, but I need it country wise. Correct, I need to know from each nation, from each country, how many students come. So let us put that nationality into rows as well. So when I put it, you can easily see from each nation. From Austria, I have one student; from Brazil, two; from Canada, one; China, 14, okay, and so on. So this is the easier way of doing the thing. Okay, the same way I can make a simple count table or a frequency distribution table for my gender as well. Rather than going for count if, you can simply do it for your gender as well. Okay, you can simply copy this table. Okay, you can simply copy this table and just paste it in your original worksheet. Now you have this. Okay, now the same thing can be done for your gender as well. Okay, let's try that. I simply drag my gender, put it in rows, then I drag gender and put it in values, and you can easily get the same result that we got using COUNTIF. So using pivot tables is an easier and more sophisticated manner of solving this frequency distribution tables, or just to create count tables.